Now, I know I've been very critical of the Star Ocean series, or more specifically 4 and 5, but in all fairness, Star Ocean 4 and 5 was trash. They didn't intend to make trash, but unfortunately, they made landfill material. And I know some of you, very, very small vocal minority, would disagree with this statement, but sales don't lie in this situation. But we're not here to talk about that. I guess you can call this a review. I guess you can call it an informative essay. I guess I'm not picky. But I'm just here to really let people know a lot of things that could have gone wrong with Star Ocean 6, outside of the main character's hair, because that is just a fucking nightmare, didn't. They literally accomplished what they set out to do. They made a Star Ocean game that people love and respect. It will not necessarily have the same feeling and impact as, your first time or Star Ocean 3, but they made a good science fiction RPG first with decent writing and an action RPG second. For me, Star Ocean needs a combination of the both. You can't have one without the other. Mind you, I've only put about 25 hours, 10 minutes, and 45 seconds into the game at this point. 46, 47. Let me stop. It doesn't take, I would say, even really maybe 10 hours to realize, holy smoke balls, they accomplished it. But I'm going to do it anyway. I know some people have reservations about how they handled the combat system, but remember, even though it really wasn't advertised until way later, the combat system no longer plays like it used to. There is not short and long. There's 3-hit combo and there's hold. You can press square 3 times, triangle 3 times, circle 3 times. So that's 6 slots right there. But everyone has a short function hold. So that brings us up to 9. Also, in case you forget what your move looks like or what it does because you haven't used it in a long time, which totally happened to me back in the day, not gonna lie. Bottom right hand corner will always show you what is readily available, or rather the stats of the move that is readily available and you have equipped in any slot. They've decided to go with an ability point system, which, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's a classic. So essentially, how good and how high the damage is for your combos is determined by, do you have enough AP gauge to pull it off? And 2, how high is it as far as its level is concerned, with have maximum of 10. So you could have something like Quick Ripper on, looks very boring, have it maxed out at level 10, it'll still cost 1 AP, and then just have Quick Ripper, Quick Ripper, Quick Ripper on all 3 slots. And it'll combo. It'll look dumb as hell, but it'll combo. I know that doesn't seem like a big change, but let's remember what we used to have. You used to have hold attack for a special move to come out, whether you were at long range or short range, and you could only do X and circle, which X isn't even up here. I am perfectly okay with this new system. This means that if your character, let's say, gets a maximum of 15 moves, which I believe is the standard, or I think it's 10 to 12 moves is a standard for Star Ocean. It's been a while since I've, looked at everybody's skill list from every single other game. Literally only did it once ever. That means that by default, 4th of your moves could theoretically be on everything. Because theoretically, you could have 9 different moves. I love it. Now, as far as character stats, well, we'll get into passives later. There's a skill tree modification element to it. Now, I know a lot of people think, oh, you mean like the job boards and whatnot of 12, or the grid system that was in 10. Kinda, sorta, but not really. You can get new skills from here. You can get new abilities from here. You can even get passive offensive and passive defensive skills and abilities from here, as well as magic, or, semiomancy. That's what they call it now. I don't know why the fuck they even felt the need to change the name. You could even custom tailor your SP that you get from kills to specifically be able to get you everything you need to take the shortest route to a new move. As you can see right here, this is the path I took from start to get to Cruel Buster. So I was going to get Outrage by default. So that means right from the get-go, if I just went to Cruel Buster, I got enough right there to get a 3-slot attack combo. But I also got attack up in the meantime, health, and another attack up. Now, this is not resettable, just so we're clear. So I'm telling everyone right now, no matter what character you have, your skill tree is non-refundable. You never don't find a benefit from getting anything on the skill tree. However, given your playstyle or just where you're at in the game, some things are going to be used way more useful than others. For example, I am in space right now. I'm not in an ice world or ice planet or ice or mountain. Freeze resistance, not gonna do me a lot of good. Say, on the way to freeze resistance, I get, just for example, Fantasia or Fantasia. And as you can see, it's really just a kick. I don't know why they couldn't just call it burning kick or scrape kick. I don't care either. But anyways, but I also have the option of going for scorch resistance up and weakness resistance up. And they cost 200 points for only a plus 10. So they're obviously not worth it. So I can take those same SP and instead of finishing the board, I can go work towards another goal. Like say Abyssal Gate. Now your passive skills, again, which you also get from that list, put these on real quick, allows you to get passive abilities as well. However, remember the passive abilities have to level up. So if you ever think that they're not worth it, you need to ask yourself, have you invested in them in any way, shape, or form? There's about, I believe for every character, 7. Okay, so there's about 7 per character. That essentially means that even if you hit max level, or by the time you hit max level, you'll be able to completely fill up your skill tree and also possibly max out all of your passive abilities, if not all of your combo attacks. Reminder, the maximum level in every Star Ocean game essentially is almost never 99. In fact, I think only Star Ocean 1 was 99. I believe the max in here is either 200 or 250. Don't quote me on the exact numbers because I don't remember the exact numbers. Equipment works pretty box standard like the original games, however. The only difference is a lot of your accessories are literally just, well, Super Smash Brothers trophies that give you stat boosts, as well as go to a mini game. They basically wanted an excuse / reason to make a 3D model of every other character that was ever important and stuff. What's this guy's deal? I don't remember him, but I feel like I should. And as you can see, although they have nothing technically special about them other than being a statue, in the bottom right corner, the factor or ability you're gonna get from it lets you know what'll happen. As you can see, like I said, this isn't really a review, but this is a follow-up. I haven't finished beating it, but to be fair, do you know how much shit came out from October to literally the middle of December? Holy shit, it's just not even fair. Bayonetta came out like a month before this game did. Then we also got, well, this game. Oh yeah, God of War Ragnarok came out not too long ago. Sonic Frontiers, basically Sonic Adventure or Sonic Mario Odyssey hybrid thing came out. And then there's the fact that some of the games that I wanted physical that came out digital came out months apart from each other, which is weird in my back catalog. I'm not even bad at playing my games and finishing them. There's just too much shit that came out. I feel like the main reason Fire Emblem Engage and Forspoken even are coming out next year is because they realized at the last minute everybody made their end of year game announcements in like August and September. And because they waited till August and September, not enough people could move out the way. Feel sorry for mugs that picked up Saints Row 4 though. Or you can still do modifications and have your characters get certain jobs in the story. The glossary, as always, is still insanely detailed. No matter what happens, there's going to be an entry update, especially when it comes to, locations and facilities. It's a good way to stop yourself from getting lost or remembering the names of places, because when you use the in-game map, they don't actually give you the visuals of the location. You just kind of sort of got to remember. That being said, as I've mentioned, I have not played this game to completion. I do love the mini game that it has, but I will say right now, if I were to rate it, this game is definitely getting an 8 out of 10. But again, this ain't a review, technically. This is just someone who's a big fan of Star Ocean and science fiction, letting people know Star Ocean, the Divine Force, is worth your time. Many corrections have been made, and they did the most important thing you can do when you have a declining RPG or a declining franchise. You listen to the fans, and I'm grateful that they did it. I'll see you guys in the next one.